Episode 73, we're back. Alex King, Josh Pink, Zach Smith. How are y'all doing?
Good. I ain't never seen three pretty throne room hosts before.
Well, we're all ugly.
It's always three of them.
We're all ugly. Okay. We took a break this past week because the election. I felt like people needed to be watching the news and not whatever the hell we usually talk about.
Not
way less significant.
Not getting black-pilled by the throne room.
Yeah. We can't listen. There's no way we were going to compete for airtime or listen time in this week, especially because it wasn't an election night. It was an election week.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The marathon.
So we're back, episode 73. We're still going, rolling strong. We're going to talk about Texas A&M, number 5 in the country.
Whoop.
What are our slim chances that we can be in the top 4 and make it to a playoff spot? It's unlikely now, but we're going to get into it.
Are we playing this weekend?
We're playing Tennessee. Right?
Nope.
Yeah. No, not Tennessee.
Ole Miss.
No, I think we are playing Tennessee.
Yes.
Yeah, we are playing
Tennessee's
Tennessee.
on the 14th. Oh, it is this weekend.
That is this week.
I am dumb.
Okay, you messed me up. I was so I was so confident. You made me sound not confident. Okay.
It's all right.
All right. Then we're gonna talk about TikTok crap again.
Yes.
TikTok
warriors.
Yeah.
And
Dude, the freaking Beast of Carnage episode has like 200 views now.
Really?
Yeah, because for some reason people like keep looking up the Beast of Carnage and
I
like
guess
our
when it
video's
comes
on the
up.
very top.
Heck yeah.
For some
Did
reason.
Jeez.
Yeah.
We got to
he
do
did an interview lately.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah. So
I gotta catch
that
up
video's
on my
like
drum.
still getting the most views on our channel right now.
That's right.
Either way, but
Beast of Carnage stands coming after
and then
us.
we're gonna talk about the NSA. We got it for our conspiracy segment.
Yep.
I personally don't know what the heck the NSA is. National Security Association.
Edward
something
Snowden.
Privacy or security? Which one? Which would you rather have?
Privacy for sure. I would say so.
I don't want them looking at my search history.
All right.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, yeah, we're going to get into it. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks so much. Subscribe, tell your friends, share it, send it to your grandma or whatever. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever else you get podcasts, I'm pretty sure we're on Google, all that good stuff. Thanks so much. Now, I was kind of... Look, I from like Vanderbilt on...
I didn't think we were going to do this good.
I was very like, okay, this is going to be another Texas A&M season where we're so inconsistent. Kellen Mond, most turnovers. We can't protect him in the pocket. We're getting sacked. Our defense can't come in clutch. And up till week 2, we were right on. We were that prediction was spot on, okay? After the Georgia game, or not Georgia,
Florida game.
After the Florida game, when we figured out, hey, let's run the ball, let's take a step back, let's take some pressure off Kellen Mond. Let's remember that he's still not an amazing quarterback, and let's just run the ball with some of the 2 best backs in the country, and freaking Isaiah Spiller, Anais Smith, and he's you can't even say he's a running back. He's kind of a athlete. If that's a position, because he can catch the ball, he can run the ball.
Beast of Carnage.
Yeah, he's a punt returner, dude.
Yeah,
he's a kick returner. He's doing all the stuff. All right, he's doing all the stuff for us, and he's had a touchdown in the last like 3 or 4 games, I think. So it's insane. Might have a touchdown in every single game this season.
I hope so.
Yeah, he probably does. But he's catching them, he's running them, he's doing all sorts of stuff. Our offensive line, shout out to the Maroon Goons. All right, these dudes haven't let up a sack since like the 4th quarter of Vanderbilt. That's insane. Also, the first time in a Jimbo Fisher era that Texas A&M has been number 1 overall by the numbers in defense. Every single category of defense. We are number 1 in the SEC for defense.
Oh my God.
Above Alabama, LSU, Georgia, Florida, Auburn, all the huge names that normally are known for their defense, we are better than all of them. And that's why we're a 1-loss team.
Yep.
We lose to number 1 ranked number 2 at the time, but now number 1 ranked Alabama, and
Which honestly, I think if we played against them like we did the Florida game, like just like with the mindset of like maybe Kellen Mond can't do it all. Maybe we should use our offensive play, like our backs and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that game would have had a different outcome. I'm not saying we'd win that game because they're number 1 in the country.
Well, we make it close. And
it would have been a lot better than it was.
We definitely make a better case for a number 4 spot.
Oh, yeah.
And that's really what we're going to talk about this week because we're sitting pretty at number 5. Number 5, we get a good New Year's Six bowl. We're talking Cotton Bowl or Rose Bowl.
Yes.
At a number 5, okay? And actually, I don't think we can get the Rose Bowl because I think that might be one of the
top Orange Bowl
games. Orange Bowl is, I think, a little lower. It might be. I think Cotton Bowl for sure is a New Year's Six that's not in the playoffs. But there's another one that we could be eligible for. Either way, as of right now, where it stands right now, we're playing Oklahoma in the Cotton Bowl.
That'd be a fun game.
Yeah, it'd be a very fun game.
I want to play TU again, man.
Well, they're not that good, so they're not in the spot for a New Year's Six Bowl. But I'll tell you what, with Clemson falling to Notre Dame, look, I have to be as biased as possible. I have to be as biased as possible because I can't lie to the fans. I can't lie to the listeners here. I freaking hate Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. There's not a team that I think I hate like slightly less than TU than Notre Dame.
Yeah,
like that's the second most. That's like the second.
They surprised me. I was really hoping Clemson beat the mess out of them.
Well, here's the thing.
Do you think if Clemson would have won that game, we would have moved up top 4?
No, because I mean they'd still be sitting at probably 4.
Notre Dame, they were number 4 before, right?
Yeah, they probably.
So if they got annihilated, do you think they'd still be number 4?
It'd probably still be number 4.
I don't know.
Or you know what they would do if Notre Dame lost, they would have put Florida above us because everyone was talking about how for some reason the AP hates A&M,
mm-hmm.
you know, and they love Texas. They love teams that aren't like powerhouses in the SEC right now. So they'll favor Big 12 schools, Big 10 schools, and ACC schools. That's why Cincinnati.
Yeah, I was just about to say Cincinnati.
Freaking Cincinnati, they have, and obviously Texas was up in the top 10 conversation for a couple weeks already this season,
mm-hmm.
and they haven't shown anything. But because of that weird thing, and look, I mean, I even tweeted out on Twitter, like, how many points do we need to put up against South Carolina to be in the top 5?
I know.
And I almost even said 48. I was like, so what? If we put up 48, like, is the freaking AP going to put us in the top 5? And you know they did.
Yeah,
and we're top 5
right.
now, so it worked out that way. But everyone was saying that even because like even with the 1-on-1 matchup where we beat Florida, because Georgia played a very good game against Alabama up until the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And Florida beat them, they would put Florida above us 1 seed ahead in the AP. So that's what we were all nervous about. And that's kind of what the weird dilemma, because like we were in a weird spot where you could say, hey, I want Florida to win out against Georgia
mm-hmm.
because it makes us look better because we beat them.
Yeah.
Or you could say, well, because they're probably already going to put Florida above us in the AP, I want Georgia to win, so that makes it even more likely that we stay ahead of them.
Yeah.
And we stay second in all of SEC. And we are second in all of SEC right now. It's not just the West. I think this is the first time we've ever been number 2 in all of the SEC. We've been second in the West before when we beat LSU the 7 overtimes, but now we're second in all of SEC because Georgia obviously fell out
mm-hmm.
of the top 5, and we're the next man up.
Amen.
So it's a weird thing. So here's how we get to the playoff, and it's a very thin road. I've looked at all the top 4 schedules, and I've looked at our schedule, and I've thought, okay, really, we can stay a 1-loss team until we go into Jordan Hare at Auburn. That's our biggest challenge for the rest of the regular season.
Is Auburn?
Yeah, they're ranked. There are only other ranked opponent left on our schedule,
mm-hmm.
and at least right now they are. I mean, we might be week 10 and they're not ranked anymore, or they could be higher up in the rankings.
Who do we have left? We have Tennessee, Ole Miss.
We have Tennessee, Ole Miss.
Is it Auburn?
No, LSU. We have Tennessee, Ole Miss, Auburn, or LSU, Auburn.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
yeah,
Auburn's last.
So LSU's our last home game, and then we play Auburn and Alabama.
We'll beat them at home.
Yeah,
LSU,
look, LSU's struggling. They're not ranked.
Yeah, and, it makes me nervous.
So listen.
That'd be the next player up or next team up. I'd say which we'd have to play really well against.
Yeah. Well, that game obviously means a lot to us because of the history there.
Yeah, true.
Because that's sort of another unsaid rival.
Mm-hmm. And it's like Kyle Field, so it's even like more of an advantage for us.
It is Kyle Field for sure, and that I mean, I wish I could be at that game. Last time I was at that game, we won 75, 74, 72, so you know what I mean?
We'll be there.
Okay, so here's the thing. So
halfway through.
So I think we can stay a 1-loss team until we play Auburn at Jordan Hare and Alabama, all right? They're ranked number 24 right now. They're our only other ranked opponent. And I thought, okay, that looks really good. That seems like an easy schedule. Okay, so maybe we can have an advantage against the other top 4 team schedule. So I looked at their schedules. Nope. Alabama doesn't have another ranked opponent to play.
Really?
Nope. Ohio State doesn't have another ranked opponent except for Minnesota. They play a number 9 ranked Minnesota.
Minnesota's number 9?
Minnesota's number 9. I don't know how. Again, it's like freaking Syracuse or not Syracuse, freaking Cincinnati.
So who does Notre Dame play for the rest? Because
Notre Dame does not have another ranked opponent at all.
So if we beat the mess out of Auburn, LSU, Tennessee, Ole Miss, the people we have left, would that be enough to put us in top 4?
So yeah, so here's the thing. So because there's no advantage that we have versus any of the other top 4 by like remaining schedule, obviously Notre Dame and Clemson have the easiest schedule going into the playoffs because really only Ohio State, us at Auburn, which is 24, so that might change. Really all of these might change. I mean, Minnesota might have 4 losses and get kicked out, but right now they're at number 9 or number 10, and so really only Ohio State plays Minnesota, and no others, and then Alabama doesn't play anybody else, and I think Notre Dame might play somebody else. But so really, there's no hard schedule in the top 5 right now.
Yeah,
no really hard schedule left. So there's no advantage for us to sneak our way in there. And as it stands right now, if the top 4 wins out against all of those games, and again, we're talking about Ohio State, we're talking about Notre Dame. Okay, it's possible. I would not be surprised if Ohio State loses against Syracuse. We've seen a lot. We've seen weirder things from Ohio State. Still, I get caught up on the fact that Notre Dame almost lost to Louisville. They lost 12-5 against Louisville. I don't get that.
And they go beat Clemson.
I know. Well, and let's talk about that real quick. That sounds like
an A&M season, honestly, though.
Let's get this knocked out of the way. I'm not gonna say that the only reason that Clemson lost that game was because freaking Trevor Lawrence was out for the second week in a row and they have a true freshman starting at quarterback. It does matter. It is like a huge like contribution to that loss.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the defense. Let's talk about having at one point in the game 7 of your defensive starters on the sideline for injuries. You are very young. You're playing a very experienced team. I mean, Ian Book is a senior quarterback at Notre Dame, and he's experienced it all pretty much, minus playing good teams. But we're not going to talk about that. Okay, hasn't played any schedule. Their entire schedule is unranked teams except for Clemson.
Yeah, I remember. I noticed that.
There's nobody else that is ranked, and it's all kind of no-name teams. I mean, it's like UCF and like things like that. So look, losing Trevor Lawrence is a huge loss to the team. And honestly, it speaks volumes that they even put it in 2 overtimes, because when you have 7 defensive starters on the sideline, that's hard to come back. I mean, unless you have the depth chart that like Alabama does on defense, really, I mean, it's really hard to do. So it was impressive that they even got it into 2 overtimes. And obviously your huge playmakers, Travis Etienne giving up a fumble, and when it counted most, he needed to get out of bounds. He didn't get out of bounds, and it pretty much cost him the game. So your experienced guys made mistakes, and it's not to Notre Dame's skill maker or playmakers or skill players making plays. It's the experienced guys on Clemson not being able to make plays, not being able to execute, and plus you're down on experience. We getting feedback? What's going on? Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Someone breathing in the mic?
No, it's gone now.
Yeah, no, it's gone.
Okay, weird.
It's the spirit that deleted it.
But yeah, so here's the thing, right? So I'm saying our only hope at this point is we don't lose another game.
Nope.
And we wait for Ohio State or Notre Dame to make a mistake, basically, because look, Trevor Lawrence is coming back. They have a bye this week, so they have 2 weeks to get healthy again, get all their defense healthy, or if not, you have another bye week to train up your true freshmen, and kind of build the offense around what you can do in that sort of personnel. I wouldn't be surprised if Ohio State loses against Syracuse or a team like Syracuse. I mean, we've seen weirder things. That we've seen Rutgers put up like 20-something points against them, like 4 touchdowns against Ohio State. Yep. And some people are saying that like, oh my gosh, Ohio State's the best team in the league right now. Why aren't they number one? It's like, dude, Rutgers put up 4 touchdowns against them, and this is supposed to be the best defense. Like what? So we have to wait for one of the top 4 to make a mistake. That's really all we got. We can't make any mistakes. And yes, I mean, again, to your point, we have to put up huge numbers.
Yeah.
Because a thing that the AP looks at is points scored.
Games with low, allowed points.
Yeah, we have to. Our defense still has to be like remarkable.
Ballers.
I'm telling you, our defense has to stay remarkable. We have to stay number 1 in the SEC.
Yep.
That's a huge accolade, especially in a conference with Alabama. Mm-hmm. A huge accolade. Our offensive line has to keep protecting Kellen Mond. He's so relaxed right now. I mean, he played his best game against South Carolina. I mean,
probably thinks he's king of the castle right now.
I know. He was so accurate. So accurate. He didn't overthrow anyone in this game, you know? Every single pass seemed to be on.
Didn't he run in a few touchdowns?
He ran in one, and he broke
Yes, so that was the one I saw.
No,
you see that one? I
see that one.
He broke this dude's ankles. I mean, it was bad. And so, but I mean, so I think we have to keep doing what we're doing now. Keep playing like we played against South Carolina. Huge numbers. Talking 35, 40 points a game.
Yep.
No huge turnovers. No sacks, no penalties. We have to play. We have to keep playing great. We have to keep playing great. That's really all we can.
Got to play like a top 4 team, man.
We got to play like a top 4 team. We have to play like an Alabama. We have to play like LSU last year. And we just hope for freaking Ohio State to do the inevitable and lose to a team they shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's our slim, narrow lead. And if not, that's fine. I'm okay with being a top 5 team in the country.
We had a good run.
Yeah, with the best. I mean, look, we still get the freaking Cotton Bowl.
Yeah,
I'm fine with the Cotton Bowl.
I'll be at the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah, we play freaking Spencer Rattler on freaking prime time television.
Would we play in the Cotton Bowl?
We'd play Oklahoma.
So OU at the moment.
Yeah,
so that could change.
Where it stands right now, we'd play Oklahoma.
Okay.
But again, that could change. Either way, if we stay number 5, we are pretty much rooted in the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah,
I would say right now. Which is
we
the
haven't
best.
We haven't been in the Cotton Bowl since what?
We haven't been in the Cotton Bowl since that freaking highlight tape plays every single before each game. That was the hit is from the Cotton Bowl.
Yep.
He's got a touchdown. That's the Cotton Bowl.
I thought we went with Johnny Manziel.
We didn't go to the Cotton Bowl with Johnny Manziel.
You sure?
I don't think so. So you might fact check me on that, but I don't think.
Jamie, can you fact check real quick?
Yeah. Hey, Jamie, pull that up real quick. No, look into that.
I thought we did with Manziel.
I really thought we did like 2012. I remember my dad going to that game, and he didn't take me, and I was really mad.
Oh, well, okay. Then I might be wrong.
All right. So we went to...
That's the bowl game I care about.
Oh, man. Cotton Bowl in 1985.
Yeah. He's got a touchdown.
87 went to the Cotton Bowl.
He's got a touchdown. Aggies win the football game. Aggies win the football game. That was that game.
Okay, this is BS. This is not...
We definitely went to a bowl.
I'm going to have to read through the synopsis of Waterboy now to find it.
No, please don't. It's okay. Either way, you keep looking at
that. Yeah. 2013, Cotton Bowl.
2013, Cotton Bowl. Who we play?
We played Oklahoma.
We played Oklahoma.
Yeah, we beat them 41-13.
Wow.
Yeah. I knew we went to the Cotton Bowl.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I do not even remember that.
Because I didn't get to go that one, but I went to the Monica Car Care Bowl. I went to the Chick-fil-A, and we also went 2011.
2011.
We went to the Independence Bowl in 2009. The next bowl we went to.
Who did we play in 2011? We played in the Cotton
LSU.
Bowl in 2011.
Yeah, we played LSU.
In the Cotton Bowl?
Yep.
What?
I gotta pause.
They beat the crap. It was 41-24 though.
Do you know what his character, the water boy's motivation is for being a water boy in the movie?
Probably like women or something.
Because his mother told him his dad died of dehydration fighting in the war in the Sahara Desert.
Oh my God!
According to the Wikipedia, it says religious mother Helen, and he believes his father Robert Sr. died of dehydration in the Sahara while serving in the Peace Corps back in the end of the
Peace Corps.
Or my bad, the Peace. I thought it was. I just saw Corps.
Oh. So the Peace Corps.
I do not remember that from the movie.
I haven't even watched the whole movie through. I remember.
Really?
No, it was on. Yeah, it was on.
FX.
No, it was on FX for like 2 seconds, and it was like the sex scene. So like my parents turned it off.
Oh.
I just never watched it again. No, I don't know.
I don't remember that from the movie.
That's crazy. I don't even remember playing LSU.
The Bourbon Bowl.
I don't remember playing LSU. I remember playing Oklahoma though, because that was the game my dad went to.
Yeah.
In 2013.
Wow. What was our record in 2011?
2011. Okay, so 2011 we were 9-3.
Really? We went to the Cotton Bowl when we were 9-3.
I guess so.
What the heck?
I don't know. We probably lost to like big teams though.
I mean, yeah. Well, that was before we were in the SEC.
Yeah, Mike Sherman, head coach. I thought it was.
No, we transferred in 12.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's right. Because 2013 we were SEC and we were 10-2, and so was the Sooners.
We were 10-2 our first year in the SEC.
Yep.
Wow. Well, that's when we had Johnny Manziel.
Yeah. What a man.
Yes, I.
We beat Bama.
Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know.
That's our road to the playoffs, and if not, I'm okay with it. But that'd be great if Jimbo's third year we make it to the playoffs.
That'd be amazing.
We'd probably lose, but
first game.
But it'd be fun.
Well,
it'd be fun.
Well, hang on now. Let's kind of play this out. Let's just make a hypothetical.
If we're a top 4 team in the end of the year going to the playoffs.
Well, let's be realistic.
Okay.
We wouldn't move from 5 to 3 or 5 to 2.
No, it'd be 5 to 4.
We'd go 5 to 4.
Yeah.
So we'd play number 1, which would be Alabama again, and we would definitely lose. Okay.
Yes.
But if we
went number 3,
if we're number 3, we would play probably like Notre Dame or like Ohio State or something,
and we could win.
Probably could win. That'd be a closer game.
Yeah, and then lose.
But hey, at least we were national championship.
But we tried.
You know what? Everyone doubted us in 2012 when we beat Alabama. So
why
not doubt it?
That's true.
And 2020, bro.
And Alabama's defense is cheeks right now.
And we have better defense than them. So
we do have better defense than them right now. Okay. All right. How does it feel to say that A&M has a better defense than Alabama?
Feels good.
That's the first time we could ever say that.
Not what I expected from the Vanderbilt.
That's the first time you can say A&M's got a good defense.
No, I know.
Forever.
We literally said a couple weeks ago, like after watching Vanderbilt,
A&M's secondary is the worst.
No, literally.
Vanderbilt game.
The Vanderbilt game.
A&M's offensive line just can't protect the guy. I mean, inconsistencies from Kellen.
You know why Kevlin? You know why Mond has got the one of the best packing records in the SEC? It's because he goes.
yeah.
It makes it's like a third. It's like I think it was 56% ratio of completions.
Yeah. Okay.
For
so
40 yards.
another thing I wanted to talk about. Obviously, after this game, Kellen Mond last week he broke the record for all-time yards as a quarterback. This week he broke the record for all-time touchdowns.
Really?
So back-to-back huge records.
And that's running it in or passing it, right? Or is that?
Well, just passing touchdowns, he beat the record.
Okay.
Or it could be all-time. But for sure, last week it was all-time yards, which is over 10,000. Damn. Over 10,000 yards. But I'll say this. Saying that Kellen Mond is the best quarterback that A&M has ever had because of those records is like saying that a kicker in the NFL is the all-time scorer. And yes, the top 3 all-time scorers in the NFL are all kickers.
Really?
Yes, because they score field goals and PATs all the time. So that's why saying that Kellen Mond is the greatest quarterback to ever grace freaking Texas A&M is like saying that Adam Vinatieri is the greatest freaking football player because he scored the most points.
He is.
Kellen Mond's played freaking, 4 years in a row now? He started 4 years as quarterback. Johnny Manziel started 2 and almost has as many all-time yards as Kellen Mond. Think about that. I think Johnny Manziel's like all-time yards for A&M is 9,800, 9,000, something like that, somewhere in that range. Kellen Mond just broke 10,000 in 4 years. That's insane. The fact that he did that in 2 years and it took Kellen Mond 4 to get over 10,000 is ridiculous.
It's a cruel world we live in.
It's ridiculous. So he's
miss him
again. Kellen Mond, if you hear this, you're doing great things right now. I'll be honest with you, you're doing really well right now.
Yeah, I could give a ball to somebody too.
But don't act like you're this guy that's like Johnny Manziel. Just don't act like you're the greatest.
Be humble, bro.
Yeah, just don't act like you're the greatest quarterback to ever come through.
He wore like a skin-colored do-rag.
Well, hang on. Just because, guess what? If Johnny Manziel had 4 years like you had, he'd probably have 4,000 20,000 all-time yards. 20,000 all-time yards. Just saying.
He wore like a skin-colored do-rag for his video for the game the other week.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought he shaved his head bald. I thought he had like a. I was like, that's why he's doing good.
Probably should.
He's on the come down from his mental breakdown.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I hope that got picked up.
Oh, definitely.
I heard it. I heard it in my mic.
Oh, it stinks.
Oh, God. Some protein farts, bro. Them eggs.
God. That's not good.
That's raunchy, my friends.
You're lucky I have Corona right now. I can't smell nothing.
You have Corona?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Did the building that lives next to us got shut down for Corona?
Really?
Like all of them?
Really?
Yeah.
Are they like quarantined in their dorms?
No, they're done for like they're going home.
They're going home.
Oh, really? Oh, shoot. Dang.
It's a cruel world. No.
Anything with NFL this week?
NFL, look.
Did the Cowboys win?
No, they didn't. They almost won.
They lost.
They lost. They were winning up until like the last couple minutes in the fourth quarter. They were beating the only undefeated team in the league.
I was watching that game at Chili's. I was like, dang, they're doing good.
With a fourth-string quarterback, no less. A fourth-string quarterback.
Yeah. Are they fourth? I thought it was the third.
No, we benched our third-string quarterback because he sucks. He sucks ass. Freaking Adam Benanucci or Benducci or whatever the heck.
Benducci?
Yeah, no, it's Ben DiNucci. That's what it was. It's freaking Ben DiNucci.
Benducci, bro.
Yeah, he sucks ass. So we benched our third string, and we are on to our fourth string. Garrett Gilbert, I think. Yeah, Garrett? Yeah, it's definitely Garrett Gilbert. Dude put up just as good, if not better stats than Big Ben Roethlisberger this week.
I got a question.
What's going on?
Why'd you bench Patrick Mahomes?
Dude, I've benched Patrick Mahomes because freaking Russell Wilson's been doing better than him every single season or every single game. Minus like one.
This dude scored. That would have changed the outcome.
No, it wouldn't. I already ran the numbers. I would still lose. It'd be closer.
It'd be close.
Don't tell me.
You go score 31.
If I
my boy Aaron Rodgers, bro, pick him up.
If I
perks of being in a 6-man league.
Yeah, if I switched out Mahomes for Wilson, if I switched out my kickers, and if I switched out Robbie Anderson for David Montgomery, I would have gotten closer. But I still don't think it would have been.
It was inevitable, man. My lineup's just too good, bro. I've been playing the numbers out. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to trade Ezekiel Elliott.
Dog. Go to the standings right now.
All right, I got you. Hang on.
League.
Okay.
League.
Standings.
Okay. Now scroll to the right and look how many points you've scored versus how many points I've scored. Total.
I'm saying it is. All I see is
dog.
Where?
Okay.
Oh, points. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. It's PF points for.
Ain't that bad. Look, I got 1,078. You got like what? 161,000.
No, I got like 1,100 something.
I'm right there behind you, bro. Just wait.
I'm just saying.
Give me 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks, bro. I'm gonna put up another 150 next week.
Bro, not until March Pink beats you. I'm gonna watch him beat you, bro. Who do you play next week?
I don't even know.
I think he's already whooped me.
I've beat you. I've beat Josh twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've beat Josh twice. I've beat Austin twice. I've beat Zach once. I've beat you once.
Yeah, beat me though.
I have beat you. We're 1-1. What are you talking about?
Hey, not this time, bro.
And I think I play you again. I think we play again.
Man, you ready to lose again? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm hearing.
Dog, listen to me. Derrick Henry crapped the bed. He'll be back. Okay, we're gonna reload. We reload.
Hey,
I have the 2 best wide receivers. I have the 2 best tight ends. I have the 2 best quarterbacks.
Hey, sounds to me like you're trying to set up like a trade deal or something.
You want to?
We'll
trade? We'll talk.
All right.
We'll talk.
Patrick Mahomes for my kicker, bro.
Eat my shorts. What the heck are you talking about? Okay, you want to talk about some TikTok stuff?
Wait, I just had a plan. I just had a plan.
Okay, no,
all right, yeah. Let's just rant.
Hey,
let's rant
about it.
No, we get Alex a uniform and give him some like band brass. And you just come bull in the dorms with us like some random time.
I'll do it.
With the mustache.
No. You'd have to get the haircut and everything. Like,
fuck
or
no.
Your sides. You'd got to get the fade.
Just put a ball cap on.
Yeah, let's put a ball cap on.
Give him some boots, dude.
Dude, I look hot. I'm just kidding.
I'm saying let's get him in. Let's sneak him into the dorm one day. That'd be good. That was just a random thought that popped into my head.
Well,
why don't we just bring him in anyways?
Well, hey, how many people? Side note, we're probably gonna cut this out. I just wanted to know. When are we doing your? Because is your birthday on a Thursday?
Yes, we're going out
it's
that
actually
Thursday.
on a Thursday.
Yes, we're going out that Thursday.
Shoot. Is that next week?
Next
yes,
Thursday.
That is
not
next
this coming
Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh my
next
God,
Thursday.
that's next week.
Yes.
I gotta do my homework early.
Yeah, me too.
I have my stuff due. Like I usually do a lot of homework on Thursday night.
And then
next week.
We're planning it right now. It's in the works. but there will be a trip to Austin where we go to like a nice brewery with some nice beer. Not like
I thought we were doing that in. You did say Austin.
Yeah, it is gonna be in Austin.
Who's all coming to that?
I gotta start sending out stuff about it because I want to get Z and Austin up there.
I did tell Austin.
Yeah, you can get Ellard up there too. We're in the planning phase of it right now. We'll get it out. Then we're gonna go to these. It's called like Drippin' Springs.
Drip, bro.
And they
drip, bro.
The spring got dripped.
Hey, dog.
And they got these. These cabins, dude, and there's like a bunch of bunk beds in one room.
Heck yeah, bro. Bunk beds for the boys.
Let's make that as musty as possible, dog.
It's going to be hot as hell. Dude, my dad fixed the upstairs.
No, we didn't.
That'll be the title of this episode.
My dad
fixed the upstairs. I stayed there this weekend, and it was cooler than the rest of the house.
You know why? Probably because you haven't stayed there in a year.
No. The last time I went back, I went upstairs, and I was like...
The window's been open ever since you left. The window has been open to air out ever since you left fresh year.
Josh's dick cheese hasn't been in the room for a year, so it aired out.
No,
they changed the sheets.
I didn't wake up sweaty. It was a miracle.
How did Sam like staying with you?
What?
How did Sam normally?
There's no way
staying
she's not
with you?
used to it.
She loves the dogs, and she's fine. She tolerates my snoring.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the humidity and the freaking jungle cheese you live in.
Yeah, she says I'm her space heater.
Oh no,
That's
whole
gross.
room, bro.
That's gross.
You have. Dude, it's so humid in there. You have like a stratosphere. I'm pretty sure I've seen a cloud in there before. Like it's a greenhouse effect.
I'm restoring the ozone.
It's a greenhouse effect.
I have done more for climate change than anyone else.
Dude, no, you open the window and freaking a cloud just goes up into the atmosphere.
It's condensating on the freaking.
Yeah, literally. I've seen some condensation.
There's rain.
Okay. All right.
There's rain clouds in the
I want to
southwest.
hear. Wait, how far are we into this? Okay, 35. All right, you got a couple minutes to talk about TikTok crap.
I'll give you this little POV thing, then we'll talk about J. Ray Scotty or something like that. What's it? Yeah, JR.
Is he? First of all, does he have?
We'll start with him.
Eyeshadow.
Yes, he is wearing makeup. Like, let's blush.
Are you sure?
Hang on. Start this over.
Wait, where's?
A person in 2 months can make you feel what a person in 2 years couldn't.
Amen, brother.
So if her nails cost $70. Make sure you give her $1,500.
Honey.
So he's Jordan Scott with the butterfly emoji.
I thought he was verified for a second. I was about to poop myself.
Is he not? I thought he was.
No, I think that's just the butterfly emoji.
Okay, well he should be verified. Anyway, all his videos are the same. He goes and sits in the passenger seat of his car, and he puts the phone out at like full arm
Sonic
extension.
He's
like the food reviewer guys, except it's just real.
Wait. What food reviewer are you?
You know those people that like go in their car and they do fast food reviews?
No, have you seen the kid that's like he looks younger than ours? He looks younger than us, but he's always wearing a suit.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he
That
did
freaking
he's one of
the Cheeto nuggets.
Yeah,
he
changed the game because he got out of his car.
No, it's weird. Yeah, he'll do it in his house with like the fine china.
We'll do that another episode. We'll talk about car food reviewers. But
okay.
Yeah, so
we need to do a food review for a freaking bonus episode or something.
Yeah, we'll go. Spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger. We'll do it this week.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I remember it was in the works when I went there, and they were like, "But you got to use a whole separate fryer for it."
Oh.
Because the spicy sauce, the spicy like coating.
Oh yeah.
Pervades the oils.
I got you. Okay.
And they have the green chili burger finally again.
Okay. Hatch green. Yeah. Well, let's do it.
Food review. All right. Anywho, so J. Ray Scott or whatever his name, Jordan Scott. He'll sit in his car and he just gives 10 seconds of relationship advice. But he's got like these like you won't get it, but he has like Naruto sage eyes.
Yeah. Wait, did he have eyeliner on? It looked like he.
Yes,
had
he wears
on.
makeup.
Probably contacts.
That's
okay.
It might be contacts, but he wears blush and stuff.
Dude, I'm not giving. Look, if my girl's nails cost Alex, I love you. If my girl's nails cost $70,
I'm giving you 30.
I'm giving you.
I can give you jack squat, girl. Get a job.
I'm giving you $69.99. Okay.
Yeah, but
okay.
So he sits in his car and he just gives 10 seconds of relationship wisdom. A few of his most famous ones. The first one is, "I never seen two pretty best friends before. It's always one of them got to be ugly." That's the one that blew him up.
Yeah.
And then he's got another one. He's like, "Take your girl's car, wash it and detail it, clean it out, and leave some cash in the cup holder for. Video ends and just recycle, and that's all it is. But he's out of content. He just starts recycling.
Are guys liking this? I feel like more girls are definitely.
I
liking
think
this because
guys.
It,
I bet there's simps out there like this is gold, baby. This is gold. This is like my own TED
Guys
talk.
like, oh yeah, I see the light now.
But it's eerie because he's just making eye contact with you through the phone.
Doesn't blink, just.
Yeah.
I never seen.
Yeah, so now people are like making memes. They'll be like, look at this new horror game. There's one funny one I saw today. It was like this like military guy radioing, and he was like, 10-4 Viking, do you have a visual on 2 bitty best friends? Negative Viking 2. One of them is ugly.
One of them is ugly.
But he just does this stuff, and it's like every day he posts something, but now he's starting to recycle through them. Like
he just ran out of ideas.
Yeah, probably.
You seen the movie Wax House?
No.
Ooh, it's a horror movie.
Oh.
Is it good? It should have been on the list.
No,
it disappeared.
No, it shouldn't have been on the list. That's so weird. We got to redo that.
Yes.
That's so weird. We recorded a bonus episode where we were reviewing like the scariest movies.
And we talked about it. I think the last episode.
We talked about it the last episode. So so that's the only reason, because I remembered that we talked about it. That's the only reason that I didn't go insane. Because I was like, okay,
that's so
I remember that
a
we
whole
did this.
episode disappeared.
Yeah. So we recorded this whole a freaking bonus episode about the scariest movies, where we like went through and like made a bracket. I had the whiteboard out. I wrote on the whiteboard this whole bracket. We decided the number one scariest movie in history. The whiteboard's like completely erased. I don't even remember like erasing it. It's not on my computer. It's not on my phone. It's not on the drive. It's like nowhere to be found. It's not on my phone. Not like.
Yeah. What would you have done if me and him were like, what are you talking about, bro? Like.
I know.
I would have lost, dude. I would have lost.
What do you mean bonus?
Because, bro, no, I would have gone back to the video last week and been like, see, we talked about it.
What if it wasn't there, though?
That would be so weird. I would literally probably like write myself in an insane asylum. I'd literally write myself.
You need to wake up, Alex.
I know. I do.
Stop.
You need to wake up. No.
Wake up.
No. Stop it. That's so creepy.
Dude, me and my buddies do that all the time. So
nightmare.
Like we'll like look at each other and just like wink in the car one day. We'll be like really late at night. We'll be driving or something like that. We'll be like, hey, yeah. Okay.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, and then like we'll be driving and like it'll be like on just a big open road, and like I'll be driving, my buddy will be here, and someone will be in the back, and like we'll both look at the guy in the passenger seat and be like, wake up, Isaac. Wake up. At the same time, and I'm like, my eyes are just off the road, just driving straight. Wake up, Isaac. Wake up. And like, and we just get louder and louder. He's like, hey, isn't it fun? Isn't it freaking fun?
Trigger the existential crisis wink. That's what
it like so good, though.
It makes you.
I'm kind of scared this is my wake up thing.
Wake up.
Wake up.
No. Then, so the POV ones, they escalated. And for some reason, they were like, there was this hypothetical march on the White House at Christmas, and people were using like one of the Christmas Carol song, but it was all dramatic and sung by a deep voice, like bearded Viking men. And it's like
Mariah Carey.
There was one where the dude lit an actual Molotov in his freaking room.
Christmas.
No, they're like marching on the White House when they don't let Trump in.
Just one thing I need. So they stormed the White House?
Yeah, well, no, they're not. They wouldn't actually, but
in the POV they did.
In the POV, they're marching on the White House, and this dude lights a Molotov in his room, in his little like room with his LED lights in the back. Just
bro, have you seen the POVs of like, because Austin will send them to me and Taylor, and it's like, but it's like this dude that will like make POVs of like gamers like uniting and fighting like these Fortnite kids, and it's like super emotional for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
It's just like Fortnite teenagers like fighting against like the Halo players that are our age, like the COD players. It's like it's
and
like
they got
all dramatic music.
Dun,
and everyone's like
dun dun.
Yeah.
Avengers.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, I think one of them almost made me cry. I was like, this isn't even sad, but it's like
I saw one like that. It was like a throwback to sad gaming moments. I was like.
Yeah. Oh wait, I cried. I wanted to cry about something that was so stupid the other day. I can't remember it.
I think I know the dumbest thing I cried about. It's at the end of Red Dead Redemption 2. You're out running another gang, and your horse gets shot. Oh, and you and your partner, we gotta get out of here, Arthur. So and he's like, give me a second. And he's like, just sitting there penning. He's like, you were a good boy. Because you ride like the same horse the whole game. And I was like, I was more upset about that than the actual character's death. I was like, all right, let's get to the cutscene.
Yeah.
And then he was like, the horse is just chilling there. I was like,
did you actually cry?
Yeah, I had a.
Oh my gosh.
It was so sad.
Oh my gosh, this is why you're in the cab.
I named it and everything, dude. I bought him. I made sure his horseshoes were maintained.
Oh my!
I bought him.
Did you get to name him in the game?
Yeah.
What'd you name him?
I think I named him Pepe.
I named him Josh.
I named him Pepe and called him Pee-Pee.
And you got emotionally attached to a horse named Pee-Pee?
Yeah, I got emotionally attached to Pee-Pee.
Pee-Pee, no!
Pee-Pee, no! Pee-Pee, please!
I spent more money on that horse than I did on myself. What's the dumbest thing you two have ever shed a tear over?
Oh, dude. Oh, crap. I'm trying to think. Literally something happened this weekend where I cried over something stupid. Like some stupid, like, freaking commercial or something. Oh, no, I know what it was.
You were a loved one as a
No, I remember. It was because on Twitter, I saw John McCain's concession speech to President Obama.
Yeah.
When John McCain brought up like his like grandma not being able to see him be president. Obviously talking about Obama, like because Obama's grandma died before he was like able to be elected, so he brought that up. Beautiful speech, by the way. Like he like mad respect, and like dude, I was like, his grandma could see me president. Not grandma. Yeah, I know, but that's the last thing that made me cry. That was really stupid. I think I almost started choking up in that freaking POV video with the gamers talking about like Avengers. Assemble against the freaking Fortnite kids, and it was like,
you know, what gets me every single time, like no doubt, like
what?
The military coming home, like coming home.
Dude, no, I saw one, and this was like, this video is criminal because of how sad it is. Like, so this dog had this owner.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
But like his this dude and his best friend went together.
Yeah.
And they were stationed together. They like went on tours together. The owner didn't come home, but his best friend came home, and so the dog he went to the dog, and so the dog remembered the best friend.
He was looking for his owner.
But he was looking for his owner. And he knew that, and like he kind of ran at like the best friend at first because he knew him too. But like he was like looking around for the owner, and like the owner wasn't there. The saddest the video is criminal because of how sad it was.
I thought you were talking about the one where like it was the dog and they went like to his burial and the dog was like digging
I know.
God, and laying down
husky?
in it. Yeah, it was just
no. Do you know about Hachiko?
That's Hachi, bro.
Yeah,
is that the dog?
Yeah, so his owner, he used to go to the train station every day.
There's a movie about that.
Yeah.
I've seen the movie.
Yeah, and this is a real story. That's what makes it so sad.
Yeah.
The owner would take him to the train station and he'd tell him to sit, and the dog would wait there every day.
Yeah.
And the owner didn't come back one day because he died.
Yeah.
So the dog just waited at the train station until he got too old and died. And I was like, they got a little statue for him.
Yeah.
I watched the movie. I started crying. I was like,
so sad, dude.
Such a sad movie. Dude, I think
I'd rather. This is gonna be really bad to say, bro.
Okay.
But like, it affects me less and I'm dead ass about this, and I know it's kind of insensitive of me, but I'm like more blocked from a person dying than I am from like a dog.
What's the last like person dying in a movie that was sad for you?
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Endgame.
No, I did cry. Yeah,
there you go. That was sad, bro.
I'm trying to think. I mean, other than Iron Man. I think I cried the second time I watched that movie. I didn't cry the first time I saw that movie when Iron Man died.
First time I did because I made it. I made it without getting spoiled.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not getting Endgame spoiled.
I cried when I watched Die Young Wimpy Kid.
Shut up.
Yeah, dude. No, when he said, because like I was going through a traumatic time, because like I was telling him about this the other day. Actually, we were watching it, and I was like, yo, Greg and Raleigh like represented like my best friendship. Like back when I was younger, like I had a fat best friend. He's not fat anymore. Like had a fat best friend who was like all goofy and stuff, and I was kind of like the little scrawny kid who thought I was just the shit. You know what I mean? And I go in there, and then like literally something happened where he got hurt. No, he broke his arm at football because I was just mean to him. Like there was just a day where I was just mean to him because like I felt like I was just cooler than him or something like that. It was so stupid to me. And we broke his arm at football, not on purpose, but like, and then like everyone was like,
that happened to me.
Yeah, I got a cast, and everyone was like sensitive to him and stuff like that, and like I'd make fun of him for it, and they called me a jerk. And then there's the part in the dining room, and this is the exact same time it came out too, because I think we were 8th grade when it came out. And he was like, I don't want to play with you anymore. We're done. You know what I'm saying? Don't call me. Yeah. Don't come by my house. I remember that. We're done. Yeah. Dead ass tears, bro. Oh. And I'm not capping either, man. Like I'm not. I'm not.
I believe you.
No, I was 12 years old.
No, I think the last time I cried about a person dying in a movie was Iron Man. I don't think there's any other.
I didn't cry when Iron Man. I teared up for sure.
I cried it was weird. I cried the second time I watched it.
I count it. If a movie can move me to like tearing up, I count it as I cried.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember. I've never like cried in a movie, but I've definitely teared up like with that.
War Horse made me.
What's up with you and horses, dog?
I was always meant to be, but no, I remember War Horse because I read the book. And then the movie came out.
Where the Red Fern Grows is pretty sad. Of course you did.
That was
what other books have you read?
Magic Treehouse.
No, that doesn't count. What other novels have you read? Other
Percy
than,
Jackson series and the one after the like Roman one and the Egyptian one.
Nerd.
Sea of Monsters.
Hunger Games. No. The after Percy Jackson, they would one with like Roman characters, spin-offs. And then they just spin off with Egyptian ones. And I read both of them. I remember I was like, these are not as good as the original Percy Jackson series.
Did you read Harry Potter?
I did not read Harry Potter.
That was pretty sad.
I thought it was too mainstream. Hunger Games.
That's what I'm saying. So,
what else was sad?
But yeah, I read the War Horse.
Other than like what everybody else was reading, what else did you read?
I read
Point Made.
No, Moby
Dick.
You only read
Moby Dick about horses.
Moby Dick, Frankenstein.
You did not read.
We had to read Frankenstein for school.
Did we have to read Moby Dick?
Yes, I think we did.
Okay, 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I read that one too. You know those like.
What's that about?
I think we had to read
these dudes.
What's that about?
Yeah, these dudes in a submarine and they go 2,000 leagues under the sea, and then there's a giant squid at one point and it breaks open the submarine, and there's like racism in it.
What's the main character's name in it?
Just like
I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't read that crap. Because you probably saw that stuff.
What's the main character in War Horse?
You read Captain Underpants though.
What's the name of the horse?
War Horse.
No, that's not what they called it. What's the name of the horse?
It was so long
what
ago.
color was the horse?
Black.
Yeah, exactly. You remember more from War Horse than you do 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah, because War Horse was better.
Point made. Point made.
It was a war movie.
Your implicit bias for
no,
horses.
do you remember those like thick white?
You're a horse girl.
That like publishing book. It was the thick white ones.
What?
Those like those books, and they would be the old timey ones, but they were like thick. It was like thick hardcover ones. Oh, and they were all white, bound in like white pages.
Bound in white pages.
Like the book cover itself was thick.
Oh yes, no, I know what you mean.
I read those. I'd find one of those and be like, ooh.
Did you read Warrior Cat?
No.
You know what I'm talking about though?
No, because I hated cats.
About Captain Underpants.
Yes. It's a good book. I read Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
What about Hank? Was it Hank the?
Hank the cow dog.
Yeah, Hank the cow dog.
Yeah.
Did you read Nancy Drew?
No. Boxcar Boys.
Boxcar Boys.
I read Boxcar Boys.
That's basically the boy version of Nancy Drew.
Yeah. I just had one, and then Boxcar Boys came into mind.
I read Diver Wimpy Kid.
Yep.
Captain Underpants. I read all the Percy Jacksons.
Hunger Games. Read those.
I didn't read Hunger Games.
Bro, Alex Rider. That stuff was good. You ever heard about that?
Yeah,
Alex Rider was good. They came out with another TV series actually on the IMDb.
Yeah, and then I remember one day someone was like, "Readings for nerds," and I stopped reading.
It was probably an idiot from Saks.
Yeah, and then I stopped reading.
Yeah.
You that insecure about yourself?
The book fair is for the pencil things.
Pencil sharpener.
And erasers.
And erasers. That's why anyone goes to the book fair.
Yeah.
You're coming here for books, nerd?
Dude, no, I would go for like the Ripley's Believe It or Not edition.
Yes.
Every single, like the new editions of that. I would get that one. And then I would get the...
Bro, believe it or not, but...
Yeah. And then I would get the freaking like... National Geographic ones with all the pictures of like history and stuff. I'd get those.
I'd go. Oh, I had
the almanacs were always good too. Like the newer ones was cool.
If there was like a game that my mom wouldn't let me play because it was rated R, I'd go to buy the game guide for it.
Y'all ever buy the cheat codes? Like the cheat codes, like the Game Boy cheat codes and stuff like that. Those were awesome. And
I would just read about the book, and it'd be like how to beat the level.
But you couldn't play it.
Yeah, so I just like, that's what that level would have been like if I could play it. Yeah. That's so sad. It was like Borderlands 2. My mom wouldn't let me get it. I remember me and Nick Schumacher. Neither of our moms would let us get that game when it came out.
Well, good thing you got that game and never stopped playing it.
And then, like, around the same time, both of our moms finally linked their credit cards to our Xbox accounts. Oh, no. It was free. It was the free game of the month, so it didn't need a credit card or anything.
Yeah.
So we both got it.
Yeah.
And I remember the first few, like, months, I would, like, I'd set an alarm, and I'd wake up at, like, midnight when I knew everyone was asleep, and I would just play it without sound and be like, oh, this is awesome. Just, like, shooting hookers and stuff.
Oh, my God.
Run people over.
Oh, my God. All right, how much time we got? We got to freaking talk about that.
Got to get to Snowden.
Yeah, we got to get to Edward Snowden here. Okay, right. I'm coming into this knowing nothing. And
which is good.
In fact, since we're at freaking... Yeah, we're almost at an hour. So just set it up.
Okay.
And then we'll hit it up next week.
I'll just give a
my freaking
a question
or up my crack hole right now.
I'll start with a question. Okay.
Yeah.
So I kind of addressed it earlier, but I actually changed views like not too long ago. It's the question where it comes down, which would you rather have, privacy or security?
Okay.
And I used to be like, well, honestly, I really don't care. I don't have anything to hide. If that's the sacrifice we have to do to like keep our country safe, then that's what they have to do. But that was just naive Zach back before he could vote.
Before you could Google Alex Jones.
Yeah, before I can be woke and be aware of what's going on.
I love how you've turned woke from like this like social justice warrior to
Heck,
like
nah, bro.
Reclaim it.
Yeah.
Woke is mean you know.
Yeah. Tell them.
Yeah.
Let them know.
No, so like I used to be like, yeah, I don't really care because like I don't have anything to hide. But, like, if someone does, like, I want them to catch it, you know what I mean? By, like, all these keywords and stuff like that. But now I'm just, like, the opinion of, because I know, like, how corrupt the government is now. And I'm like, oh, my God, dude, I don't want them anywhere near my stuff. Like,
that's
privacy.
like the new PS5, like, they're recording conversations.
Oh,
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Screw that,
See?
Dude. Screw that. And,
See?
and if it was an American company, okay. But it's not.
But they do that.
But it's not. It's not
They
an
do that
American
now.
company.
Like, you know how we're recording right now?
Yeah.
There's literally someone who, I'm not saying they're watching this right now, but they have the ability to be able to hack into that camera with the recording light still on and look at this conversation.
That's true.
And hear everything. Same thing with the laptop.
That's true, but the fact that they're just coming out and saying it, like, straight up.
So they didn't come out and say it.
Yeah, it's because Snowden.
So.
What? Okay, again, I'm coming into this
that's
knowing
fine.
absolutely nothing,
So Edward Snowden was he worked for the NSA, worked for the CIA, did stuff with, like, counterintelligence and, like, cybersecurity. All this kind of stuff like that. And part of his job was like encryption and, getting into like information, like spying on other countries and stuff like that. With CIA and NSA stuff. Yeah. NSA is National Security, Association. So that includes like domestically and foreign. And he started getting deeper and deeper and deeper in this, and it would just get him paranoid because like he would see that it's kind of fishy how we'd have like I think 3 billion surveillances in the U.S., but only 1 billion in Russia and in China. Okay. Meaning that they were 3 times, like they were spying on the U.S. and like surveilling on U.S. citizens, like 3 times as much as we are our enemies, like China. Which so like, and then you start getting the question of like, okay, so why is that? And like he goes into, and pretty much he's just this guy. He's called like a whistleblower, and he worked for them. And one day he just left the country and downloaded all of his files on a little hard drive and released it to the press about how they're spying on us every single day. Like they can see, they get every email, every Skype call, every FaceTime, every phone call, every text. And if you try to delete it, it's never deleted. It's all like it goes right to them, right to that database, and they have data on all. And this is proven too. So like if we sit here and talk about like, I know this is a recent experiment that is pretty famous. Like there was a guy on YouTube and he started talking about dog toys. He was like, man, I really need a dog toy. Like my dog is lonely. He needs another toy, preferably like maybe like a big red ball or something like that. Just a big red ball as a toy, something like maybe something that squeaks. And he kept talking about it like to himself, no one else in the room. And he would go on Facebook and he would see ads for dog toys.
This happened recently to me actually, and there's so many cases of this. When you got me some Pedialyte, I've talked about Pedialyte like one time in my life, and it was years ago. And when I was super dehydrated, you went and picked me up some Pedialyte, and I didn't go look for this. I was sleeping when you brought it over.
Yeah.
And so But once
we
started
Google searched on your phone.
No, never. So once you brought it up and like Alex brought it to me and we started talking about it a little bit and I was reading about it on the thing, we just talked about it because I was on my phone at that point. On Instagram, featured ad was Pedialyte Sport. Yeah. And I've got
and
that
now
ad
I'm probably
like 3
gonna
or
get
4
one.
times. Yeah, I've got that ad like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and that's not even like that's just advertising agencies. That's why there's such a big thing on like Facebook and Twitter and all that, using all your information to, pretty much brainwash you into like buying the products because it works.
Yeah.
Because there's been plenty of times where I've been like, man, I really need some new shorts, and I see like a really nice pair of shorts. As an ad, I'm like, and I get those. Mm-hmm. That's how I found out about my jump ropes that I got. Yeah. I got these nice jump ropes because I saw it in the ad. I was like, man, I like the jump rope. And I started jumping rope at the gym and stuff like that. And then I found it on the ad and I bought it.
You talked about the Republic Steakhouse with me, and then I got an ad for it.
Shut up.
Yeah, like the next day.
We would be in his room, and he would be like, hey, bro, watch this TikTok. And I'll be like, oh, that's cool. And then I'll go on my For You page, and literally the next one over is the exact same TikTok.
Well, that seems like a little different thing. Right,
well, it's all based on the algorithm though. They're all like constantly those kind of apps.
Yeah, but if y'all have similar like liked or like other like most watched videos on y'all's For You page, that algorithm will it's a little
recommend
that.
Yes, I get that, but like
that seemed like more of a coincidence.
Yeah, but it all goes into like the same playing field though. Like I mean, yeah, that's like a little bit lower scale than like we're talking about like CIA spying on or something all the time. But like you're just it's the fact that you're never like by yourself.
So your answer to the question now of privacy versus security is privacy.
Privacy, 100%. I mean, it's one of my human rights. I have the right to. Yeah. You don't need to be knowing what I'm doing. I'm a free person. Do what I want. I don't need to be constantly surveillance.
Me and my pillow wife can watch all the hentai we want in our own private.
Well, this is something
the problem is like they claim it to be national security, and that was the big problem. Yeah. It was like, oh, we're doing this to protect everybody and to make sure that no one's a terrorist in our country. But like then you say that, and they're like, okay, then why are we surveilling 3 times as many people in the U.S. like its own citizens than we are like with our own enemies like in Iran? And
if the thought process for the NSA is that there is sleeper agents within the U.S. or a domestic terrorist living among us trying to replicate 9/11, then I could see that. But at the rate, like the odds of that happening, I feel like are low at this point, and there are other signs to point to things, because like I feel like we're just wasting tax dollars spying on everybody's like.
Well,
stuff.
I think it's more of they're trying to collect as much data as they can to influence us.
Yeah. Well, you can see that's one thing, and that's what I'm saying. Like that, if that's what they're claiming to do, like if that's like on paper, like you go to their website and like that's one like of their key attributes is what they talk about. I don't know, that just seems like a stretch to me because of all the money that would go into that, and for what, like the odds of it. Like I mean, okay, like,
control. That's what they want.
I mean, I guess like to put it in perspective, like if we went out, right, all 3 of us went out and we went to go look for straws in a hayfield, and we spent all this money, all this time, all this effort to look for straws in a hayfield, but I mean, at the end of the day, we might find 1 or 2 little freaking like plastic straws in a hayfield, and for what? I mean, we're just wasting time, energy, and money doing something that might not bring in a whole lot of value.
When you could get a machine to do it.
I mean, we can get automated to do it. I mean, well, that's probably what they're doing too. But
well, I think the point is it's you can influence, because if you get the people behind of what you're doing, you can do anything. You know what I'm saying? And in order to do that, like because we're all free-minded, and the technology we have now, we're not as free-minded as we used to be. And so you can see it like because politics change, everything like that. Like people are so influenced so easily just by the media and technology. The what do you call it? The technology in our hands that we have like available to us, the availability of our technology like so easily accessed, and that's just constantly influencing us. And like the government, like that's going into like the government has control over that.
Yeah.
So for example, if you want to get into political parties. Right, like that. I mean, Republicans have their own side too, but like I'm pretty sure we talked about this one time too, about like they're collecting information and stuff like that, and it's not only like a demographic thing, but like, so like people in the West, more of a Democratic.
Yeah.
They'll get all this Democratic ads.
Yeah.
And they're like all this YouTube videos about Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, like Obama, like, oh, we're doing like all these good stuff like that, and they'll get all these bashing videos about Trump, and so like their mind is morphed to think that that is right, and then over here in the South, we're more of a Republican country. They're sending us, oh, go Trump, go Trump, go Trump, screw Biden, screw Biden, screw Biden, and so it just creates a divisive country because like no one's getting like unbiased data.
Yeah, there's that, and then it's the fact that all of Twitter is this echo chamber for one side's political beliefs.
Yeah, and social bubbles.
And when you get an echo chamber for that kind of stuff, you can number one, it's dangerous just in principle because you're only like you're choosing what side is right, whereas if there is another opposing view, that never gets out to people. Mm-hmm. So that's dangerous. Number one, it's dangerous. Number two is because it's so easy. Because there's no direct line in the sand, it's so easy for people to weaponize that idea. It actually turns violent. I mean, you can actually have violent like threats on people's life for having that opposing view because, well, obviously Twitter doesn't like it, so I shouldn't like it. Or it's just weird. It's very weird. It's dangerous. It's a weird thing. So that's the setup. We'll talk about we'll talk a lot more about that next week. For sure. But we're getting past the point. All right, where can they find you?
Instagram is zsmitty _22. Snapchat is zsmith22, and Twitter is also zsmitty _22.
Instagram is jpink19. Snapchat is jpink1999.
All right, and follow the Throne Room on Instagram and Twitter, especially the Twitter, because we're coming out with all sorts of crazy recommendations for the sports world. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a